Now, in June, the former Breakfast presenter Dermot Murnaghan announced that he had stage 4 prostate cancer. And since then, he's taken part in Sir Chris Hoy's Tour de Four challenge. And he's been working hard to encourage other men to get tested for the disease.
Before Dermot joins us in just a moment, let's remember his time on the breakfast sofa.
I promise you I will get you through it. You will not mess up. You will not make mistakes. You will be on the right cameras at all times.
Just to minimise them.
Good morning from Vatican City in Rome, where up to 2 million people are expected to arrive over the next few days to pay their last respects to Pope John Paul II. Hello and welcome to Breakfast with me, Dermot Murnaghan, here in Washington.
We've got a poll this morning in today's Independent, which is saying, and very good morning to you, I should say, which is...
Thank you. Now you're about to ruin it, are you?
Hello, this is a special edition of Breakfast with me, Dermot Murnaghan, live in the Polish capital, Warsaw.
Gordon Brown, Prime Minister, thank you very much indeed for sparing your very valuable time.
It's a pleasure to be here. Hope you'll invite me back.
Thank you. Yes, you're welcome anytime.
Thank you very much.
These are the magic knickers.
Pass them over, pass them over.
OK, have a stretch of that, and I feel you can get into that. That is a small...
I could get into that.
No, not you, but...
It'll cost you, though.
Oh, of course, anything. What?
Yeah, a kiss.
Oh, my God. Make someone feel special. Give them a hug. Stop moving away, Louise.
I'm waiting. Just, you know. Oh, nearly. I can't believe that.
Well, Dermot joins us back on the sofa, Dermot. What's that like?
Well, I can't believe half of that. Who did that?
Do you remember much of it? Do you remember much of it?
Do you know what? It's a bit like you, isn't it? I couldn't even remember when I did it the day before, because it all passes by. When you look back at it, you think, wow, yes, you know, it really was quite interesting and quite important.
Well, it's great to have you back here, sitting on the red sofa. Does it feel any different?
It really doesn't. You've moved since, you know, I never came to lovely Salford to Media City here, but same set, more or less. Yeah. Winning format, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, lots of our viewers will be delighted to see you back and will have been worried about you over the last few months after hearing about the prostate cancer. How are you doing? You look really well.
No, I'm doing good. Look, you know, I'm stage 4. I'm, you know, very clear about that. It's at this point it's incurable, but it's not untreatable, and that's the big point you've got to make to people. You know, there's so many millions of people affected by stage 4 cancer of various kinds in the United Kingdom at the moment listening to this. Their families I'm including as well. And you know, it isn't game over. It's bad. But there are great treatments out there. There are great professionals out there looking after people, and they're looking after me. So, yeah, you know, you can see, yeah, I'm feeling good and doing good. Good.
It is very much about living, isn't it? And what is life like, then, in treatment?
Well, you know, I mean, it changes your focus. Your focus mentally, first of all, you know, your priorities. It's very clear, isn't it, what your priorities are. Your own health, but, of course, the effect, I think, again, for so many people who are in this position, your family, you know, it affects so many people who may or may not, you know, have anything wrong with them, but that's who it affects. So your focus changes and you get your priorities right, which are, you know, family first.
Yeah. We saw you there on the breakfast sofa, and a lot of people come in and share their stories on this programme and are very open about their own lives and how they're affected. You haven't always been open about your personal life, your private life. You've kept them separate. Why did you decide to speak up when you got this diagnosis?
Because I think it's important, and quite frankly, John, you know, I was a bit silly because I've been sitting exactly where you are, talking to people like me, you know, 20 years ago, hearing about the risks and the symptoms to look out for it in prostate cancer, and thinking you put it on, in the Irish phrase is on the long finger. You know, you think I'll get round to it, but I'm feeling fine. That was precisely my position. Feeling fine. I must get that. And I listened to people like Chris Hoy, who I know you've talked to, and think after I saw Chris's announcement of his diagnosis, I'll go and get checked. And then, whoopsie-doo, I felt really, really bad. And, you know, I not only was diagnosed with prostate cancer, but stage 4. So, you know, my message here today, I think, is men, if you're in a high-risk group, go and get yourself checked. Now, you know, the important thing is to know if you are in a high-risk group. There's been some great research released today by Bupa and Prostate Cancer UK showing that so many men do not know if they are in one of these high-risk categories. Now, there's, at this point, no overall testing for prostate cancer in men. Screening, perhaps there should be, and that's another debate. Let's park that. But if you know you're in a high-risk group, you should go and request, as you're entitled to do, to get a test. Shall I tell you what the high-risk
do
groups
it.
are?
Yeah,
Because
go on.
This is so, so important. I was in one of them, and I put it off because I felt fine. Then you reassess some of the little symptoms you may have had, and you think, oh, my goodness me, that was it. So the high-risk groups are quite clearly, if you're over 50, as a man, generally, the general population of men over 50, your PSA, that's the prostate-specific antigen they test for, goes up as you get older. If it gets to a worrying level, then you should at least be monitored. So men over 50, men in certain ethnic groups, i.e. black men, 1 in 8 men are going to get prostate cancer, 1 in 4 black men probably will. And really importantly, if you've got a family history of it, if your father, brother, grandfather had prostate cancer, you're in a high-risk group, go and get yourself checked.
And also, is there a connection? Sorry to ask you a scientific question. What about if your mum had a hormonal cancer? Isn't there also some research about links to that?
There are. I mean, this is when we get into the genetics of it. You know, there can be a family history, and so many men. This research from Bupa and Prostate Cancer UK shows that so many. Well, this is specifically about men and prostate cancer, but I'm sure it goes for the whole population. Are not aware of that, of the family links. If there is cancer in your family, generally, you may have a genetic predisposition to it. So yeah.
I know every time we've talked about this, and Sally interviewed Sir Chris, and we've had Nick Owen and Steve Ryder.
Yeah.
Bill, of course, Bill Turnbull, had a similar kind of message. And every time we get viewers getting in touch saying, I'm over 50, I think I've got family links, but I've got into contact with my GP and they don't test in my surgery.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting so many people, John, getting in touch with me and saying, well, you know what, I insisted because I listened to you. And, thank goodness, if I've made a difference to one family out there, well, it's all been worth it. But you do have to go and insist. I mean, back that up. Again, as I say, refer yourself to any symptoms you may have. And the big one to look out for is, of course, weeing a bit more at night. If you're getting up too regularly, OK, if you've had a night at the pub, let that part. But, just monitor yourself for a while. And if you think it's going on too much, get tested.
What would you say then to men who are watching this morning who have, in your words, been putting this on the long finger?
Yeah.
Because that's so easy to do.
Yeah, exactly. Don't. I had, you think I've got a nice lunch coming up, or I've been working too hard, or I can't get an appointment. And certainly during and after the pandemic, I don't want to bother my GP. This isn't very important. It is. It's important to you and your family. And indeed, you will save the NHS more money if you get diagnosed earlier, because when it gets complex, it costs them a lot. When it's early, they can cure it. So there you go, win-win.
Well, it's great to get that message from you this morning. It's good to see you, and you're still so busy cycling and podcasting.
Oh, yes, cycling.
Legends of News, must have you both on.
Go on.
And cycling, yeah.
Are we legends now? I'm not sure we are.
Legends.
You certainly are. You certainly are. Dermot, great to see you. You take care, and thank you for that message.
Such an important message. Thank you.